Hello, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm sharing my SheetLoad of cards for August 2021. If you're not familiar with SheetLoad, it's a card sketch, cutting guide, supply list, and instructions to make anywhere between 6 and 12 cards. The sketch is designed by Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and she generously shares it with us for free on the first of each month. I'll link her channel in the description box below, and I highly encourage you to check it out and join in on the fun. If you've seen my SheetLoad project shares before, you'll know that whenever I make multiple cards, I like to create some coordinating packaging to house them. And so this month I used a card box. This is an A2 size card box that I have a tutorial for, and I will link it in the description box below. This size box will hold anywhere between 4 and 6 sets of cards and envelopes. I opted for 4 since this month's SheetLoad yielded 8 cards. The paper collection that I used on both the cards and the boxes comes from Craftsmart. It's called Brewtiful Day. And I purchased this last fall. I really hope that they come out with some coffee-themed paper pads for this fall, but I had this in my stash and I thought it was beautiful, and it's getting to that time of year where I just want a hot cup of coffee, so I decided to pull it out and make that this month's SheetLoad theme. The sentiment stamp that I used on both the box and on the coordinating cards, as you'll see in a moment, comes from the Alina Craft Store. It says Original Design. And these I thought were really fun coffee themed stamps. I love the font of these, and I also like what they said, so I'm happy to have these in my stash. I cut them out using just a simple stitched oval die and layered it using this brown cardstock just to kind of create a frame around the sentiment to make it pop a little bit. I stamped the sentiment using my Finesse alcohol-proof dye ink in rustic brown from Spectrum Noir. I didn't necessarily need an alcohol-proof dye ink, but I wanted something quick drying so that it wouldn't smear, and also I just really like the color. So this is the first box, and as you can see, just a standard, I just decorated it very simply, which is kind of unusual for me, but every now and then I can be clean and simple, I guess. It just felt right for the cards that I was making this month. And I like to think that I'm pretty versatile. I'm not a one-trick pony, so I don't know. It's what I felt inspired to do. So now that you've seen the packaging, let's check out the cards. Now, because you're using such limited supplies, sometimes it's hard to get your SheetLoad of cards to look different. And so what I like to do is also introduce a second color of card base. And so by doing this, I was able to create 2 sets of 4 and not have any repeats within the set. The cards are all very similar, but the way that the pattern paper is laid out on the card and the card base makes each one just a little bit different within each set. I typically don't finish the inside of my SheetLoad of cards because I don't know who the recipient will be, and I'd rather wait for that in case I want to customize the sentiment inside. But I did finish it off by putting some pattern paper on the inside, and I had this sweet little die in my stash. I'll show it to you. I don't even know where it came from. It might have been like a Crafter's Companion advent calendar die. I really don't know. I just had it with my coffee related things. And so I cut that out and did some paper piecing. And then I had to have some bling. So I took one of these Heart Dazzles from Hot Off the Press. I buy these at paperwishes.com and just put one in the center of the cup. And I did that on each of the cards. I'm going to put a little music on and we'll go through these one by one. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my SheetLoad share, and if you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Also, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Until then, bye!